Investigation. The need for investigation finds its foundation in crisis. Crisis can come from many different sources. However, in a majority of situations, this crisis stems from death. Investigation is intended to provide an answer, to answer the question of why, as people find themselves struggling with the situations and consequences that stem from the death of a loved one. When an individual is in crisis, other aspects of life are minimized, and one's entire being becomes focused on finding an emotional equilibrium following such a traumatic event. Investigation can be split into two major categories, the subjective and the objective. The subjective investigation is much more personal than the objective investigation. Subjective investigation does not follow a prescribed method, and it is unique to every single individual. Essentially, it is the way that people cope with loss and the way they overcome their hardships associated with grief. The subjective investigator is different in the sense that they don't always consciously seek direct answers to their questions. The subjective investigator will explore their ideas and feelings through a different medium, translating all their emotions into something productive. Through this process, the investigator reflects on their situation and how they feel about the situation, culminating in peace of mind and understanding of why the death occurred. This overwhelming feeling is the answer that is so dearly sought after and causes a return to emotional equilibrium. The objective investigator takes a much more methodical approach to the problem at hand. The objective investigator's approach to the problem is driven by the use of reason, an analysis of the facts of the case as opposed to the way that the individual is affected by the facts. An objective investigator should not have a connection with the person in question. They should bring an unbiased opinion to the case that they are investigating. This objective investigator is similar to a detective, defined by a concentration on the concrete evidence. The objective investigator, while creative, aims for the most efficient explanation for a crisis and is not interested in the personal effect that a death might have on the people involved in the situation. The objective investigator represents exactly what the name implies, an objective, factual approach to reasoning through an issue.